see here in the 20s meant it was really borrowed from a painter named Giorgio de Chirico. Low horizon line, strongly cast shadows, sky like this. This represented dreams, and everybody interpreted these pictures as dream visions, and dreams are the stuff of Freud's field of interpretation. What the corn bin is essentially like the ink blot developed by Wilhelm Rorschach and published in the early 20s, 1921. The purpose of the ink blot for a psychoanalyst, follower of Freud, is have the patient look at this amorphous field and, well, what that patient sees, feels, it looks like, you know, it looks like a bat, it looks like my twin brothers, it looks like, whatever will, in either symbolic or more direct form, reveal the unconscious mind. And this is André Breton, the founder of Surrealism. This is his aim. This is what we're doing. And he, you don't have to be familiar with Freud. You don't have to be in the 20th century to be a true surrealist in Breton's and surrealist viewpoint. To have a surrealist viewpoint, they often quoted a passage in Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks in which da Vinci said, if you're looking for an idea for a painting, look at a dirty wall. The smears, the chips, the cracks, and your mind will see horses and riders, and landscapes. It's a good spark to give you an idea for a painting. And Breton nods his head, and other surrealists too nod, yes, this is what art really stems from, this inner, lower layer, deeper layer, higher level, higher reality of the unconscious. And that's what Weston is doing, not automatically, not without planning apparently, but looking at his version of a African corn bin, a green pepper, seashell, blowing it up, divorcing it from its normal context, and it becomes something else, a double identity. You might say a symbol of something beyond just this vegetable or this shell. Here's another example of somebody under the influence of surrealism. Picasso, 1943, sees a bicycle, parts of a bicycle lie together, takes the handlebars, takes the bicycle seat, puts them together, and says, bull's head. He takes a found object, like an African corn bin, like a pepper, like a shell, sees it anew, allows his mind to daydream in front of it, shall we say, see something, sparks something. What do bicycles have to do with bulls? Not much. It's not about bicycles. It's about the unconscious urges, anxieties, the unconscious mind somehow seeing something in this microphone or in that outlet or in parts of a bicycle. And that's what Weston is doing with his peppers and his shells. Transforming them supposedly through the unconscious. You say, how did this guy out in Mexico or California know anything about surrealism? It's headquartered in Paris. And the answer is magazines. Surrealists published magazines left and right. And in 1924, in the day books, in his diary, Weston notes, got another copy of a literary magazine called The Little Review. And he said, wow, man, for years I've just devoured this, every copy. And in The Little Review, which was founded in 1914, was published into the late 1920s, you have lots of essays, not just on literature, but on surrealism in general, and publication of, for example, the chief photographer of surrealism, another American, Man Ray, in Paris, in surrealist circles, the chief photographer of surrealism, Man Ray, and Weston made some really nasty remarks about Man Ray back in 1924 with regard to this magazine, The Little Review. Why do I read this piece of crap? I've been devouring it for years. We learned all about surrealism. He saw the photographs of various, and paintings of various surrealists there. It says Man Ray. It's deliberately bizarre. Fake. Not really welling up from the unconscious, but something concocted rationally. And here's later on, he says something similar about Man Ray from the diary, from his daybooks, 1926. At Raphael's, I glanced over a German magazine. It had an article about photographs of Man Ray. I suppose it was a laudatory review, but not being able to read the German, I was spared. The photographer has been much praised, and why, I wonder. The photographs reproduced showed nothing beyond the usual, even the best of them, and the worst of what one might expect from any one of 100 commercial photographers in New York. Theatrical postures and soft focus effects. Picasso done in blur. Well, well, how funny. Does this guy know about surrealism? You're damn straight he does. And so it's not as if, and his answer about the shells to Tina Modotti is the strict surrealist way to answer a question.